look a little bit crazy today. I haven't had the ability to, I'm not fully ready yet, but I wanted to hop on today and speak a little bit about data privacy. So I know we hear it a lot when we're talking about AI and advanced technology, but let's talk about it in terms of employee listening. I know you think employee listening, you think surveys, but here's the thing. It does include employee surveys and the way you listen to your employees. A big element of employee listening is trust and really trying to build trust and enough trust with people so that they feel okay with telling you how they feel. Now, we can talk about how surveys are misused, how we confuse anonymous and confidential. Again, that will be a whole different discussion, and I talk about that a lot. Where a survey might be misrepresented. But that is all part of trust. People have to trust that if they take time to give you feedback, not only will you act on it, but you will respect their privacy in their ability to give you that data. And if they can trust you, then they will continue talking to you. Think of it like any other relationship you have. If you talk to somebody and they violate your trust the first time or even the second time, they're not going to talk to you again. And if they do, they're not going to tell you the truth, or they're not going to really tell you all the things that they probably should tell you because they don't trust you. This is why global privacy and the knowledge of global privacy is so important when you work in employee listening. You not only have to be very clear about the type of survey. Do I have access to their identified HRS data? Is it completely anonymous? Is it self-reported demographic? But not only that, there are GDPR laws. There are laws in Europe. There are laws in California. So from state to state, there are different laws that you have to think through when you're designing your tools. On top of that, understanding how that data is handled, how it's retained, how data is destroyed, how long and what type of destruction it is, what tool are you using, where is that data stored, so where there's servers. You really want to get a handle on a lot of that information. So if you're responsible for doing an employee listening or employee voice program, all these things are really, really, really important to get a handle on. On top of that, you have to think through, what can I legally ask in a country or geographic region versus what is culturally acceptable to ask? You need to make those distinctions as well. So what's my advice? When you are responsible for employee listening in an organization, make friends with a lawyer or two or three and really, really, really stay up on your knowledge on global privacy. It's changing all the time as we're starting to see more and more technology come into the HR and employment space. We need to understand that the laws are just trying to keep up with them. And once those laws do keep up, they get enforced immediately. The fines for not paying attention to these rules are hefty. So think about if you decide to send a survey out and you're telling everybody this is an anonymous survey, but it's really a confidential survey, meaning that there is some validation possible because it's tied back to HRS metrics. You don't get fined because you made one mistake in one communication. You get fined based on each communication that went out. So if you decided to send it to 5,000 people in Europe and you sent invitations, reminders, every one of those is a violation because you are not following GDPR rules. You're violating their privacy and you're not disclosing. So you have to think of things like disclosures, opt-outs, informed consent, all of those things that traditionally we don't think about when we're doing surveys, when we're doing employee listening work, but they're becoming more and more important to know. So I know this is a bit of a long one, but hopefully it got the point across. So if you have any questions about that, I am happy to answer. You know where to find me, running my mouth somewhere. And remember, make a friend with a lawyer. Bye.